Okay, here we are. Hello. That's the wrong scene. There's the right one. What even is that? That's don't even know what that is. That's just a messed up scene that I use to record little things here and there. Hi, I am new to the channel. Well, hello. You're welcome around here, Andrew the Hunter. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Where's Uplay so I can get Assassin's Creed Rogue? So I can get Assassin's Creed Rogue up. That'll be great. Yo, what up? Hello, hi Vinny, Gusman, Harry Jackson, Senate Core, Hulboa, Craig, Inigo Gutierrez. Well, there's plenty of people showing. That's good. We've got some pure reds. So it's always good. Hi Fishy, hello, and there's lasers. Hi Ethan, how you mate? I'm doing alright, thanks Syed. Is that right? Is it Syed? What up boys? What's up my dons? XXX_penis. I make myself laugh. Perhaps a bit too much. Just found a channel a few days ago. Nice content, man. Cheers. Hey, hello Jack, cool fella. How you doing? We're playing Assassin's Creed Rogue, which is almost as depressing as it sounds, but that's alright. I do actually quite like Rogue, so I'm not going to complain. It'd be great if I just jumped off and died. That would have been like, alright, okay. So, Assassin's Creed Origins soon. That's great. It's in October, isn't it? So that's pretty soon, isn't it? Great. I can't stop thinking about that. It's going to be great. Fries, hi. What a creative fucking name. What? What's up, Fishy? Hello. Hello. 83 people watching. Not bad. For someone who has Black Flag, is it worth it to buy Rogue? I mean, yeah, Rogue's worth it. If Rogue had more content, it might have been beaten AC3. What the fuck are you doing? Just playing Rogue? If Rogue had more content, it might have beaten AC3. Rogue beats AC3 anyway, in my opinion. I wasn't a massive fan of AC3 at all. Rogue, even though the open world is just full of collectibles, I find that more enjoyable than just nothing, just an empty world. So I guess, you know. Hello Camilo. Got 89 people here. Sick. That's really wonderful. You're all sweet boys. Remember me? Thanks to me, you made the Marcus related to Damien Branks thing, which turned out to not be the case. Yeah, I sort of remember. That was ages ago. Lasers is there giving kisses. It's like $10 now. Yeah, I'd go for that, to be honest. It's worth it. For $10, this game is worth it. TJ, hello. Welcome. Hold on. Just going through stuff. Does that mean we can have sex later, JK, and not gay? What's this about? I just killed your friends. Do you not care? Like, not even a little bit. I'm right behind. Oh, fuck him. I love blind people. They're so funny to fuck with. I mean, they're not. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, and subscribe if you're new. Why the fuck is my sleeve up there? Why did I do that? I did that because I wanted to be a sick boy, but, you know. Where are my boys to? You know, so guys, just out of curiosity, what are you all most excited for about Assassin's Creed Origins that we know of? I just want to get a topic going, see what's going on, because I love the fact that I can enthusiastically talk about Assassin's Creed again and not get tired of it. That's the thing. Lasers, I'll watch your vids too, then buy Rogue. If you want to buy Rogue, buy Rogue. It's not a bad game. Like, it's not particularly brilliant because it's quite short. Had it had a couple extra sequences, it would have been a lot better, I think. But the point is with Rogue is it's not a bad game, in my opinion. I do quite like it. I like the perspective, the different perspective it gives. If it's $10, I'd say it's worth it. Like Assassin's Creed Unity, I bought Assassin's Creed Unity close to release on a CD key site for like 20 something pounds. I felt as if that was okay. So I did get it quite a lot off of Unity, really. Fishy, you're killing the upload game. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it's hard to not spam upload and make content. I'm most excited for the exploration. Rogue is a bad game. It's Black Flag, but shite. Is it though? It's got a lot of features from Black Flag. Like it's got a lot of borrowed features from Black Flag. The graphics are a little bit down, but other than that, it's a fun game to stream, and I did enjoy the story. So you know, why did I go into the haystack? I'm such a retard. I did quite enjoy Rogue, is what I'm saying here. I'm interested to see Bayek's personality. Indeed, Bayak is shaping up to be quite interesting because, unlike previous characters of his nature, like say Connor, he seems quite similar. Bayak it lets his hair down a little bit more. He's more relaxed as a character. He even laughed around a child. That was quite interesting. It shows that he's got a bit. At least he's got a soul, and we know that already. Hey Fishy, do you know what the HQ for the game is going to be? What do you mean HQ in Origins? Like the headquarters, like the hideout? No. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't one, really. If Bayak just had a hut somewhere and that was it. I would not be surprised if that was the case. Hashtag Assassin's Creed. I don't like how Assassin's Creed is taking an RPG route. I mean, whatever it is, it's got to be better than an open world full of nothing but boring, pointless collectibles and a half-assed story, right? You know, at this point, you got to look at it like, what would we get if they continued down the same path as Syndicate and Unity? The chances are something not very good. So, thankfully, Origins is going down. The combat is massive and the massive open world. I'm looking forward to the massive open world as well. Like, I want to explore that. I want to give it a massive, thorough explore. I want to stream that game and we'll have a massive open world session where we go around doing things, quests, whatever collectibles there might be. Obviously, there's got to be a couple of those. I mean, not necessarily pointless ones. Just little I do like collectibles from time to time, but I don't like pointless collectibles. I don't like excessive pointless collectibles. So I got a couple of those. It adds to the variety a little bit with chests and things. So they're there. So that's what it means. And quests and things. Okay, we could do a lengthy ass stream doing that. Did you make a video on Bayek's scar on his lip? Yeah, I did. But you know, Bayek's lip scar thing is it's obviously he's got a scar for a reason. They're not going to put it there without having a reason for it being there. But it doesn't necessarily mean that he's related to Desmond or anyone because he's got a lip scar. Because they use that to signify the relation, yes, but scars themselves aren't genetic. So that video goes over that, how scars aren't genetic. But what it could be a relation. It could be a genetic defect, which creates really, what's the word? So you've got this area where the scar comes, I think, or is it this area? Oh, it's there, isn't it? The scar will be on this area, right? So let's say that area, there's a bit of a defect, and that causes the area to be weaker in tissue, and thus a scar tends to form at some point or another, explaining why Desmond, Ezio, and Altair all have similar scars, while in reality the main reason was they use the same character model. Hey Fishy, I'm going camping this week. I won't be able to watch your vids. Scars aren't genetic in AC. Or are genetic. Does you remember me? Tarek Dart? Yeah, I remember you. Or Dart. I'm gonna stream later, Core. Ooh, Blade is gonna stream later. We'll have a look at that, we will. Hi, Fishy. Scars aren't genetic in real life. No. Will you record Assassin's Creed Identity? Ha! You're funny. I don't know what that is. All I know about Assassin's Creed Identity is like the noise it makes. And that's the music. There's a nice little track from it I do like, but other than that I have no idea what it is. Is it a phone game? Because lol, fuck that. Desmond's son has the scar. Yeah, but how did Desmond's son get the scar? Was he abused? That's the question. He probably was. Because he probably was abused or something to get that scar. I don't know. Who cares how Desmond's son got the scar? He's got the scar just to show the relation. It doesn't make sense. Why I just want to know why the scars are used to show relation. They could have done anything. They could have had a birthmark. They could have had like a birthmark somewhere, like on an arm, or like a little spot on the face. It's a birthmark that you know, they genetically get or whatever. But no, it's got to be a scar. It's got to look cool, you know. Got to look really like proper up there, really cool. Hi Fish, remember me? Yeah, I do. Do you like the hunter robes in Black Flag? They're okay. Yeah, I do like them. I guess I do quite actually like them. Desmond cut himself. Got 200 subs recently, boys. Congratulations. AC Identity is just a 2005 version of AC2. Really? Oh, interesting. Not that I really am fussed at much. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, guys. Share with your friends. If you're new, hit subscribe. That would be wonderful. I've got my tea here and I haven't yet. If you're wondering why I'm drinking tea and it's like 27 degrees outside here, it's because I've always found tea is a really good way to flush out the system a little bit, like, you know, it cleans stuff out. And it's been a while since I've had a cup of tea, so I mean, I may as well. For health's sake, I may as well sweat this shit. I mean, look at me. I'll just have like 6 showers and it'll be sorted. If you remember me, I'm the guy whose name you never pronounce correctly. John Stashtea. Or Stacktea. Or Stack Tees. I'm gonna call you Stack Tees. Or Stash Tees, because that's classic. I'm so hungry. Oh, I'm alright food wise. Fuck me, Fishy. You know, I won't. What gadgets in AC Rogue? It's literally the same arsenal as Black Flag, if I'm honest. There's the darts are done through a rifle, but does the same thing, and you have grenades, and everything else is more or less the same. It's 37-degree regular temperature here. Jesus. Why did I do that? What? I'm such a retard. Oh well. Don't say anything, guys. Okay, sick. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, my boys. Fishy, I watch your vids every day. Thanks for the info as well. Sound. It's good to know that people watch. I found a channel at the same time I found Fishy. Oh, Lazy talking about that. As you both have great content on AC. Ah, that's great. And people commenting out in my chat. If I go to James's comment section, there's always someone who's like, I watch you lasers because you're the only Assassin's Creed YouTuber who's not shit. It's great. It's funny. I love it. I believe half of it's because they don't know I exist or anyone else exists. It's just, it's pretty funny. Here, have a berserk grenade for no reason other than the fact that I think it's funny. Hey Fishy, hello William, Xander, Langvad, CKL2, Filesocolin, Filescolin, Starup, Usby or whatever. Hello. 27 degree means cold here. 27 degrees cold? What are you going by? Fahrenheit? Because we're in Celsius and 27 degrees is bloody roasting, especially when it's humid. I think the fact that it's the humidity is high is what makes it so unbearable. If it was a little bit drier, you know, like say if it was like a less sweat-inducing heat, but it was still that warm, it would be nice. But because it's so warm, it makes you sweat like shit, and it's really bad. England is normally cold and full of wind and rain. 20 degrees is hot here. You know, that's a thing that people don't know. You see. No, I don't think England is a cold place or a warm place. England is a very in the middle. You'll have all seasons. You'll have really cold. You can have really cold and you can have really warm. Like some days it's really warm. Other days it'll be really cold, and you'll have heat waves then followed by about a month's rainfall in about 5 hours. So. Yeah. Also, I think the rain England, you know, great joke, you know, but the truth is, we just get a little bit of rain. Really, we do get rain, but I wouldn't say it's anything super special. We're not like a it's not monsoon stuff. It's usually just drizzle. The drizzle soaks you, mind, but it's only drizzle. England is my city. Oh yeah. 27 degrees, what the hell? In Australia, that's counted as normal. Yeah, fair enough. Everyone's like, oh my god, you're such pussies, you can't handle the heat. I'm fucking handling the heat, I'm not dead. I'm also not complaining about it. I'm just saying that it's 27 degrees outside and I'm drinking a cup of tea that's just been out of a boiled kettle, so it's wonderful. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends. If you're new, smack subscribe, that'd be great. Just smack it, just go like that. 10 degrees is hot. 10 degrees is... You know, if I was to go out in 10 degrees, I'd probably have a jumper with me. Let's beg Ubisoft for Origins demo. Yeah, nah, we're alright. Don't need that. I'm quite happy with not playing the game until release. Like, I'm quite happy with that. There's no need for any like beta or anything like that because it's a single player experience. And I don't, you know, I'm just saying. I think we'll be okay if we just hold off. Fishy, don't you say that you play AC3 for the 4th of July for the American viewers? Yeah, I might. I might do that. I can do that if I wanted to, and I might very well go ahead and do that. You never know. I'll just stream Assassin's Creed 3 on that day, and I'll talk a lot of shit about that and America, and then everyone will be happy. Okay, I'm not going to talk shit about America, I promise. I'll just talk shit about everyone, and America will pop up here and there, and you'll all be offended. I love it. I love upsetting Americans when certain Americans, they don't like really self-righteous. Not all Americans, just that small minority that everyone has. Like when it comes to Americans, it's really funny. It's not, nobody here I don't think is that minority of really self-righteous to the point where if you say anything bad about their country, they're gonna get upset. Like if somebody said something about the United Kingdom being little pussies, I don't you know, I don't get too upset about that. I just, alright, fair enough. Is you not sweat, Ethan? You're sweating. Well, I'm actually not sweating that badly at the moment. I do, but when I sweat properly, you'll see, and I do sweat from my eyes. Fishy, how old are you? I am 6,000,003 years and 6,000,000,002 seconds. Wait, what? Something silly, something like that. There you go. As an Unity is the best. I got that one USD card, saved me a gold steel book and a target in US. Trump is in the minority, I guess. Yeah, well, Fishy. Hey, yo, Fizzy, how are you? I'm doing alright. Fishy, do you think Assassin's Creed Origins got co-op? No. It's been confirmed that Assassin's Creed Origins will not contain a multiplayer. So there'll be no co-op, no PvP, nothing like that. And so I've seen people from the Assassin's Creed multiplayer community get really upset at that. Someone say, seeing all this Assassin's Creed Origins stuff, but I'm not even hyped. It was like, you're an Assassin's Creed fan for the multiplayer. Yeah, I already see the problem here. But PvP multiplayer was brilliant, yes, but then there was co-op, which was... It was okay, I guess. It just... I suppose how it was laid out wasn't great, but you had the co-op there, you could open world, have fun with your mates. You know, if you actually had any... If you're like me, then you just play co-op with random people online, and that's sweet. You are 22. No. I am 6,000,005. That's a different answer to the one I just gave. Ethan, I have a TY theory. A what theory? But connect Watch Dogs and modern day of Assassin's Creed. What? Origins will be the best. We hope. We can pray. Say my name, please. Vadimski. Is it? Fizzy, which is better? AC Brotherhood or Revelations? Tell me if I pronounced that name wrong, by the way. I want to get it right. AC Brotherhood or Revelations? Brotherhood, for sure. Revelations is the weakest foot of the three, but it's still a good game. Fishy, are you a dead fish? No. The multiplayer was copy and pasted between a couple games. Well, if the system isn't broken, you know. Slaggy Ford is a real place. Thanks to the super chat, Marcus Blackburn. Well, I mean, like I said, if the system isn't broken, don't try to fix it. So that's the thing that I can apply to Assassin's Creed multiplayer when it came to the PvP. It wasn't broken. It worked. It was good fun, and they just sort of added maps and things with the new games, new characters, new animations, And it was the same core multiplayer that everybody loved, you know? Or people who liked multiplayer loved. I liked it quite a lot, if I'm honest with you. But I didn't play it very often because it was a thing I did sparingly. Because multiplayer, I am very, very much so a single player. You know, I don't like multiplayer very much. Assassin's Creed PvP multiplayer was quite cool actually. I did like it, and I mean, it wasn't a bad system in Brotherhood. Brotherhood became a ghost town. Revelations had almost the exact same multiplayer, different maps, some of the same maps actually, and that was okay. And then there was 3, which I think was a pretty good multiplayer and the multiplayer in 3 was pretty good. New maps, things like that, got so on and so forth. Then there's 4 as well, which is also quite good. You know, it's all in all, it's not bad. I have 13 degrees. This AC wasn't bad. Fizhy, what's your favourite Assassin's Creed game? Okay, I'm counting. That's the first time I've asked that question, but I've been asked that question today. Assassin's Creed 2 is my favourite Assassin's Creed game. But my favourite game within the Assassin's Creed franchise, not for the story or anything, just for the game itself, I'd have to go with Black Flag. But 2's my favourite for the story. So I suppose I'll have to go with that, because if you're asking for my favourite AC game, you're not doing it for the game itself, it's for the obviously for the story within the franchise, surely. So we've got 150 people here. You should all for sure hit subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like on this big up stream. That'll be sick. Oh, my mother is home. Fizhy, can you see any downfalls in Origins? None that are big enough to cause a scene about. Like, the only thing that I noticed that I was not too keen on was the controllable arrow in that first demo. It was a bit like, yeah, okay, there's a controllable arrow. Like, I didn't get it, but I'm not going to pretend that it's a massive thing, and it's definitely not going to ruin the game. Same with the controllable eagle. That's actually growing on me. And the channel is really revolutionising, Ethan. Sick, innit? Who is the best subbed and like? Cheers, Steve. Jake Lloyd will appear in Origins and tell you sandstorms are dangerous. I wouldn't be surprised, my man. Where is this thing to? There. I got it. I got it, my G's. This was a bad idea. This was a really good idea. Ubisoft view side quests in 82. 33 side quests, but 90 of each. You know, yeah, side quests in Assassin's Creed 2 weren't its strongest point. Do you like Altair more than Arno? I mean, for what? Personality or for their importance? Because Altair's probably more important as a character to the franchise than Arno, who literally adds nothing to the overall story arc, really. But Altair does, but Arno's got a little bit of a personality there. So does Altair actually, but I think the personality is more shone in Arno a little bit, even though it does fizz out. But I'm gonna have to go with Altair on that one. This is the theory in Watch Dogs. We don't know who Jackson is. His father is. What if Desmond was Jackson, his father, and Jackson is the modern day protagonist of AC Origins in the audio log? Yeah, well, no. Okay, I can disprove that really quickly. Okay. Desmond's son was born in 2005. Jackson Pierce was born in 2003. There you go. Because if you want to know where you learn that information, when talking about Desmond's son in the audio log in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, in which the modern day is set in 2015, they refer to him as a 10-year-old boy. Jackson Pierce in 2015 would have been 12, because he was 10 in 2013, which is the year in which Watch Dogs was set. What chill stream do I have next? I don't know. It'll be a while before I can... I'm a bit hard pushed to call these chill streams, I think. The lady so the Desmond's son is 10 years old, and Jackson Pierce was 10-year-old, and Watch Dogs on. Yeah, but you have to remember Watch Dogs is set 2 years before Assassin's Creed as far as the modern day is concerned, even though there's a chance they're not even in the same universe. Alright, sorted. Catch the courier. The courier is a bit dead. Fizhy, do you like sushi? I guess. You know, I've never really thought about it. What's Fishy's real name? Big Fish Jim. That's my real name. Hey, I just found this channel, big AC fan, love the content. One question: have you heard any about optional objectives? I haven't heard much about them, but from the gameplay, might not be any. Yeah, I don't think there are any optional objectives in Origins, which is good because now we don't have to feel obliged to play the game how the game wants us to play it if we want to 100% it, you know? Like, you can 100% it and still do it your own way. Who is Desmond Bang? Do you prefer 3 or Rogue? Rogue. That's 175 people here. Can we push for 200? I'm not sure, but if everyone shared, it would be great. Which Assassin's Creed location do you like best? Location do I like best? It's probably the Italian Renaissance. Of course, there is going to be a little bit of, my opinion in there is a bit tainted by the fact that I love that setting. It'll probably be the Italian Renaissance, and then it'll have to be the Golden Age of piracy. But those two, and probably the Crusades as well. Those would be my top 3. I actually think that I made a video of the best settings, and those were the 3 that I went over. Whom would you nail, Evie or Jacob, Fishy? You see this face? It's an existential crisis. Ah, you threw a knife at me. I have a gun. You know, I don't think I'd nail anybody, but at least, well, I don't think I'd nail pixels on a screen for one. Who do you think is better, Altair or Shay? I think Altair probably. Where is Fishy from? City, town? Well, I live in Greater Manchester, but that's about as far as I'm gonna say. I say Greater because I don't live in the city itself, but I'm not going to tell you what borough. Your favourite anime and movie? Well, I don't like anime for one. I don't like the style. It's not my thing. My favourite movie would probably be a Star Wars film. Surprise, surprise. I need to get a better webcam so you can see him better. Who's better, Shay or Arno? Ooh. Arno, I'm gonna say, but Shay wasn't terrible himself, but I think I like Arno more. James, remember me? It was Lasers breakdown stream triggered. I killed your 2 mates right in front of you. Took you a while to process that. Took me a while to process that. I was about to get shot. You're gonna take him a while to process death. I wish Rogue was on next gen. Well, I think next gen has been around for long enough for us to call it current gen, and yeah, I don't see why they didn't. I suppose they just wanted to put it for the old consoles to smoothen the transition, but they should have put it on the newer ones as well. You want to know why? Because that's just a wasted opportunity. The favourite anime of mine is Koala. What the fuck? Hey, Fishy, love from Germany. Love to Germany, JT Nitrix. Fishy, can you say my Dutch name? What? Robin Shemsk. Shemke. No, sorry, I'm really strong. I'm choking on that. It's great. Oi, you're deaf. You want die? So yeah, don't forget to leave a like on the stream, everybody. The sweet lads that are here. There's plenty of you. Oh, an assassin who just died behind me. It's always nice. It's always nice to know that they're competent. Rogue is backwards compatible. Yeah, but that's not the same thing. Like, it's being ported over and backwards compatible. That's not the same thing. It looks exactly how it does on the 360 on, say, on Xbox One, except it will be less stable and more crashy. That's all that backwards compatibility does. It's the same game but crashier. So can you imagine if you had to play Skyrim with backwards compatibility? You'd probably have to hang yourself. Fishy, can you play Rogue on Xbox One? I mean, it's not on Xbox One, is it? I mean, there'll be no point. No point in trying to play a game on a platform it's not on. Fizhy, would you recommend AC Rogue? Yeah, it's a good, it's a fun ride. That much, that much. It's a fun ride. HATEFUL, who is the ultimate Templar? Well, the ultimate Templar, I'd probably say neither. They both embody similar things about the Templars, though. Like, the Templars aren't all bad, but HATEFUL has ruthlessness, and he also embodies the light side of the Templars. He's very good at playing the limbo card, is HATEFUL. And HATEFUL's exactly what the Templars represent, really, because HATEFUL's a reasonable fellow. Unless you're a liability to his cause, then he'll kill you. But, you know, I was saying, do anything but AC. Wish you could do flips in AC? Nah, you see, I do like the simplistic style. You see, flips and things, they look cool in videos. These people going, oh, look at my sick parkour moves. Like, right, cool. But how does that help you in any way whatsoever? How does doing a flip help you? Like, how all it does is look interesting, you know? Like, in Assassin's Creed, I don't think I'd like it. The only ever time we actually got a flip in Assassin's Creed was in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Now, most of you probably don't even remember there were like when you jump off the horse, you could swing up, and what Ezio would do is he swung up, he'd flip. It was pretty good. That was okay. That makes sense. It'd have to be really subtle, but proper flips would be really annoying because they're not subtle and they don't really have any tactical advantage. I mean, you know, if you were jumping off a building backwards, maybe, like say if you were caught on an edge, but when in gameplay it's not really conveniently going to do that. I can imagine why it would happen, but I don't see it as like a thing in gameplay, because after a while it would just get annoying to have it's like having double jumps. It just gets annoying in games like this. Lasers influence another victim. AC Rogue or 1. Assassin's Creed 1 is probably the superior game because of its nostalgic value. I loved Assassin's Creed 1 for its nostalgic value. I mean, Rogue has a little bit more to do in it. They both have the same pointless collectible thing going on. But other than that, you know, I think Assassin's Creed 1 is more important to Assassin's Creed than Rogue is. But Rogue, if you want to have an open mind and see the Templars' perspective, then Rogue is the game to play. Even though, you know what's funny is I love how they did the first 3 sequences of Assassin's Creed 3, because you play the entire 3 sequences thinking you're playing as an assassin. Everything seems assassin-like with assassin ideals and things. You know, it's like, oh, right, so this guy's an assassin, he's a good guy, right? And then at the end, he's a Templar, and it's like, wait, what? And what that shows us is that the Templars and assassins aren't too different, you know? I also love the fact that we get to assemble the Templars that we later kill, and I didn't really like killing them, if I'm completely honest, some of them. Why does Shay have hidden blades? Because he was an assassin to start with, you know? Like he was an assassin to start with, and HATEFUL has hidden blades because he defeated an assassin, or, well, I think actually what happened was he didn't defeat the assassin, I think he drew with them, but before he did, he managed to remove the assassin's hidden blades, and when they got separated, him and the assassin, he was left with the hidden blades. But because HATEFUL's so, you know, is adaptive, he thought, right, these are pretty cool pieces of kit, really, and then he's like, sick. How many hours do you think an AC game should be? Well, I mean, any game that's open world should really be uncountable when it comes to hours. Not in the story, but in the game itself. Like, you need to be able to at least, like, if a game's open world, you need to be able to put it in at least 50 to 75 hours, if not more. You could do that. If you could have a character like Ezio when he's starting out and making flips because you're parkour just for fun. No, not just for fun. There has to be a purpose. I don't like it when there's no purpose. Just for fun justifies life, but it does not justify a game story, you know? And get on a ship. That's a point, isn't it? I need to get on the ship. Hold on, I want to get some collectibles first, because that's what I do streams for. Fizhy, would you use PC for Rogue or Xbox One if it was available? I'd use PC, because I'm a PC gamer. You know, primarily. Like, this is my primary platform for gaming, and it doesn't really let me down very much, so I'm quite pleased. I am going to upgrade it for Origins, though, and it's going to be a good upgrade. And then I'll be able to stream Origins for you boys, I think. And then we'll have fun. Who's better, Connor or Altair? Altair, because Connor is a boring brick, but, you know, or at least I found him to be. Where did you come from? Who's better, Connor or Altair? Oh, what's up? Welcome, Timo Plays. Or Timo Plays. Do you agree with Som? With what? The hell's a Som? An Exxon. Liberated district. Well, you know. All in due time. Love your channel, Fishy. Well, I love you. You sweet lad. Do you agree with communism? Oh. I don't actually know, do I? You know, if the concept actually had any... had a sustainable method of working, I'm sure it'd be fine. Who doesn't agree with communism? You know, you can see an elephant war. The hell's an elephant war? Doesn't seem like a thing. Love you, Fishy. Cheers, the guy who's the third. Altair or Shay? Well, big boy Altair is more important to the Assassin's Creed franchise's overall narrative arch, or arc, or whatever, however, you know, than Shay is, really. Connor cocksuckers, that's the response to Ezio Dick Riders. You know, there is no response. Just the response for me is just idiot. What do you think about the giant snake in AC Origins? What do I think about the giant snake? Yeah, I'm a bit stumped on that one, if I'm honest with you. Can you say Najib Amali? Is it Naib Amali? Something like that? Sorry, I'm trying to get the pronunciation right. Not going to go my way, ever. I just killed them right in front of you. Come say hello to your friends. Fuck him. Sleep. Sleep the end of sleep. He's dead. I like how I shanked that dude up. That was great. Would you like a Roman Empire themed AC? You know, it wouldn't be too bad, I don't think. But I mean, you know, wherever they go after they go to Egypt, it's going to be hard to find a setting that's that interesting, I think. Or at least it's going to appeal after going to a setting so... that dallies on the borders of fantasy, you know? I'm not saying it's fantasy, because it's ancient Egypt thing, yeah, I'm not denying. But, you know, it's just such a majestic period that... You know what I mean? It's so majestic that... you know, great. Can you wish me a happy birthday? Happy birthday, Samir Kaiser. Fizhy, would you like another Templar Assassin's Creed game for another video? Hallucination, that'll be the snake thing, yeah. Fizzy, what's your favourite game other than AC? Ah, you say that as if my favourite game is AC. That's funny. No, my favourite game is Skyrim or The Witcher 3. Like, my favourite franchise would be Assassin's Creed. Or at least one of them. I'm quite keen on the Elder Scrolls. I love Mass Effect and things like that. But I didn't play Andromeda. I can't be fucked with it. But the point is, I do Assassin's Creed content because it's the franchise I'm most knowledgeable about, and would be with the community that's the least zealous and not necessarily full of assholes. Like, that's a thing with like I used to do a couple Elder Scrolls videos back in the good old 2014 days when I was complete shit. And yeah, let's just say I ran into a couple zealots and they didn't give me a good impression of the community. But with Assassin's Creed, it's just I just started making content and suddenly people are showing up. It's like, hello everybody, how you doing? Fizhy, would you give up YouTube to, or give up Assassin's Creed? Well, I mean, YouTube is my occupation. Assassin's Creed itself doesn't earn me money. I make videos on Assassin's Creed, and that's what gives me them. But I could probably build a community elsewhere. So, whichever, neither of them would. Well, giving up Assassin's Creed wouldn't be a stump. Giving up YouTube would be a bit of a stump, really. So I guess I'd have to give up AC. But you know what's good is with these would you rather choices, I don't actually have to make these choices. So what's the point in asking the question? You love slugs, right, lol? I mean, if you've seen my Snapchat story for more than 5 seconds, then yeah, you'll know that I bloody hate them. Would you like golden hidden blades? What's that going to do? Turn into mush when you stab someone? No, I'll tell you what I'll do. It'll weigh the arm down so they can't bring it up to stab. Like, gold is such an inconvenient thing to use for weapons. It's way too soft a material. Like, it needs to be hardened usually. Well, it needs to be backed by something typically, or usually. And even then, it weighs a fuck. Yeah. Where am I going to? My G, my G. You need to stop with this assassination thing. Who's better, Altair, Ezio, or Connor? Ezio, probably. Shit, I didn't pull that. Where are you going, you mad ting? Run after him real quick. Shay, not Ezio. You had me think about Ezio then. Damn you. Do you still hate Unity? I never really hated Unity. It's always been a game that I liked for the wrong reasons. That's probably my issue with the big up Unitage. Like what you'd like the game for is the reasons you'd probably for reasons that weren't marketed to even exist. Like Unity was supposed to be great, but the thing is, I love the glitches for some reason. I just find them amusing. They're great. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends if you're new, hit subscribe. Fizhy, Witcher 3 is how much longer? Just started it. If you just started it, then you're in for a shocker. Thing is, if you're just going to do the Witcher 3 story, like main story, I don't think it's difficult to say that you're basically wasting the experience. You should really be enjoying the world, never really wanting to come to that conclusion. Because when it comes to the Witcher 3, it's a game that I think you need to soak in the world while the story's still going. Because once the story's gone, the world doesn't necessarily feel empty because it doesn't necessarily because the world isn't empty, but I mean your soul will feel empty because you've been on this ride with these great characters, you know. And in the open world they're not really that present. They are there, but it's a ride that you need to do. Mr. Jim, Bayak of Siwa. Fishy, what new games are you planning to play? Well, Assassin's Creed Origins, obviously. And if I were to tell you that any other game really caught my eye, I'd be saying probably Star Wars Battlefront 2. And that's probably it for me. Siwa's a place though. That of Siwa is his title. It's the title he got because he's of Siwa. He's from Siwa. Bayak of Siwa. Title. Fishy's getting that Nintendo Switch capper. That sick and good Nintendo Switch. Well, he sacrificed himself. Kill civilians to attract a hunter. I value my head. Thank you very much. Bang! I'm in mud. Do you reckon Shay doesn't care about getting his hands a bit dirty? You know, I reckon Shay's the kind of guy who'd be like, alright, okay, my hands are dirty now. What am I doing? What? Do you waiting for Cypherpunk? Whoa! Templar. No, it's assassin thing. Sorry, I keep getting myself... I have an identity disorder as Shake or Mako does. How can they improve AC Unity's story? With great care. I don't think the story was really the biggest issue. The issue with Assassin's Creed Unity was mostly the bugs. Because other than that, it was a pretty good game, pretty solid. It's just the bugs. The bugs that were so deep in the code that if they were to fix them, they'd really have had to rebuild the game from scratch, and it would have been something else entirely. I mean, I am glad that they delayed the game and did that, but after they'd announced it, and if it was completely different, it wouldn't be too great. Use the fucking ship. Oh, point, yeah. Tried gun running DLC yet? The gun running DLC? The what DLC? Sorry for not knowing what that is, but I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go up to the top of this thing, get that fragment, then I'm gonna board the Morrigan and sink some boys. Fizhy is my favourite YouTuber. I appreciate that, Ramekrol. The snake in AC Origins is Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. I do get the joke, but finding it funny is something else entirely. An ability I have lost. Favourite AC game? Assassin's Creed 2. That's the second time I've been asked today. I do count these. Not for anything against anybody, just for a laugh. I like to count. Black Ridge. Fizhy, are you Dutch? Am I Dutch? No. Why would you think I was Dutch? Hi ho, the one. I am the two. Does that make me sick? Fizhy, what do you think about the stealth in AC Origins? The stealth in Origins. I wonder how good my ship will handle a medium thing. Think about the stealth in Origins? That was the question, so I was processing it. You know, it looks fine. It looks good. People seem to be worrying that it's going to go too combat based, but they've said that you'll have to dedicate yourself to a certain. You have to dedicate yourself to stealth if you want to do it properly. But that's fine. I'll do it as just a bit of a mess around every now and then. It's that way. Are you part of the Illuminati? It's almost as bad as being asked if I support ISIS, which is one of the many questions I've been asked in my time. The answer is a solid no. Far Cry 4 was boring, Blood Dragon was better. Far Cry 4 was boring because it was nothing new. It was Far Cry 3. Just again. You know? That's the thing. Like if Far Cry 3 didn't exist, Far Cry 4 would have been I'd probably rate Far Cry 4 a little bit higher, but the thing is Far Cry 3 existed beforehand, and as a result the experience was just the same, so it was nothing special. What do you want, you dafty? We'll come up there. We're bored. We'll do a quick boarding and repair the Morrigan. In fact, I need to while I'm here. May as well. Oh, bored now. Quick. your overall opinion about AC Syndicate? As far as Assassin's Creed is concerned, it's a bit of a piss take, but not horrible on its own. Mediocre, I'd say. But I didn't like it for Assassin's Creed reasons. That being that it was a complete mockery of what the games were supposed to be. Because Jacob Fry was just an idiot, wasn't he? He was just a bit dumb. He completely said fuck the tenants and, you know, just went and killed people. Created a gang. Talk about compromising the Brotherhood. Repair the Morgan. Why do you think it was a piss take? Literally for the reason I just said. That and they had a gimmicky rope launcher. They added a grapple hook into Assassin's Creed, which was a bit silly if you ask me, considering it's probably the least believable feature I've ever seen. Because grapple hooks, and also the bracer was way too obvious. Things like that, little things, they got to me. And then there's Jacob Fry's character, which is, he had his moments. He did have his moments, but how the hell did they let that guy be an assassin when he's clearly doesn't have a care in the world for the Brotherhood? You know, that's the point. That's the point there. I didn't get that. All he wanted to do was kill people. I mean, obviously, he did mean well in a way, but how he went about things was way too brash. It was almost like he didn't care. Fizhy, end this stream. Fizhy, do you like? Fizhy, what assassin art do you like best? Are you Jesus? Yeah. Sure. Have you played The Last of Us? No. I'm going Bayak. See you, Mr. Shen. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, everybody. Share with your friends. Hit subscribe if you're new. Be wondrous. Ethan, play Skyrim. It's a good game. I know. It's so random. It's so random. Like, play Skyrim. Play Skyrim. It's a good game. I know it's a good game. I play it all the time when I want to. But well, I do play it when I want to, all the time, typically. I used to play it a lot more than I do now, but obviously I'm going through a phase where I just want to, you know, let myself cool off of the games like that, and then I'll go back into them and I'll play them for hours on end. That's what I like about them. The game you have to go back to, really, as opposed to keep playing on and up, like that's non-stop. Are you hell? I am hell. Buy a Nintendo Switch so you can play Skyrim on the go. Blood would be great, wouldn't it? I wonder if you can mod on the Nintendo Switch. Oh, right, okay. I've already got my answer. If I sneak past real quick, I've got to go up here. Crap. Oh, Christ. Move, Shay. Shay, move. Great. We almost died. But brilliant. Fizhy, do you get bored playing Rogue for a long time? No, not necessarily bored when I've got a chat full of people here. I'm always quite enjoying that. Fizzy, what do you think about Far Cry 5? Just looks like the same old Far Cry shit. Well, after I saw the gameplay, I thought, okay, you know, it doesn't look terrible, but I think it's going to be very samey to Far Cry 4 and Far Cry 3. That's the thing. They found a formula that worked for 3, but thing is with Ubisoft is they need to understand that things like that only work the one time, and then you've got to say, right, okay, how can we make an even better experience? How can we revolutionize our experience, sort of thing, you know? Like, they need to do that with every game, but instead they'll find a formula that works for one game, and then they'll try to do it for every game. For example, what worked with Far Cry 3 will not work with Far Cry 4. It didn't work with Far Cry 4. People are like, oh, I like Far Cry 4. Well, obviously, if you didn't play 3, I'm sure you will. Fizhy, do you like Red Dead Redemption 2? Fizhy, do you like I saw that 3. Fizhy, do you like Red Dead Redemption 2? We have not seen anything about it aside from screenshots, which look absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing more about Red Dead 2, but Fizhy, are you shit? Yeah, pretty shit. I think. Hold on, let's check the views going on here, because we're on a mad one. We're on a messy view sesh. If everybody could like this stream, hit subscribe and things, that would be wonderful. Fishy, play the Skyrim arena. There's no like arena in Skyrim. What are you smoking, G? I need to get my chests that are here, don't I? You like the new combat for HATEFUL Origins, or would you like the old one? Well, I like the fact that I like the system idea, because in games like The Witcher it's very similar and it works. The thing is with Assassin's Creed combat is it's always been just a means to an end. It's never been really enjoyable itself. It's had satisfying moments with movement, but because it's so cinematic, it does the majority of the work for you. With Origins, the only thing that's probably going to be cinematic are the takedowns, which means that a lot of the combat itself you're going to have to do the work for yourself. I mean, you can miss if you're not careful, and that'll leave you open and things like that. You have to do the work. That's what I can appreciate about Origins' combat. People are like, it looks shit. Well, that's only how it aesthetically looks. I guarantee it's probably going to be more satisfying than any combat we've had, because Assassin's Creed 4's combat, for example, was just a bit of a tedious little cinematic. It looked nice, but it was just tedious and got in the way. And you know, in Brotherhood it was just there. It wasn't even tedious because it was so quick. You know, I don't know what I'm saying. I reckon combat system is good. This new hit. What did James say it was? Hitbox based. Yes, I think that's good. Play the Elder Scrolls Arena, the original one. There is an older one. Yeah, I know the Elder Scrolls Arena, but Skyrim Arena didn't make sense to my mind. Hoi, Robin. You what? Fort Louis. Right, okay, let's go to Fort Louis and kill some things. Will you make a vid saying what happened to the Morrigan? You know, people have been asking for that. But the thing is, we don't know anything about the Morrigan after the events of Rogue, to my knowledge. So, I can't exactly make a video with no remote basis to go off. I'll do my research tonight, and I'll see if I can make the video. And if I can, I'll do it. But if I can't, I shan't for a while. Not at least until they in their expanded universe, which Ubisoft do love a little bit of an expanded universe. We're going to go check the things over here for a sec. They give us an explanation, or they give us a little bit of a hint to the Morrigan. The Morrigan makes a cameo in an event set later than the events of anything in Rogue, besides from the ending being, you know, set right at the very end, which is set a while after, you know. If everybody could share the stream, that would be wonderful. But the thing is, I would love to do a what happened to the Morrigan, considering that what happened to the Jackdaw was such a good video that people enjoyed. I mean, there were a couple bits of confusion towards the start when I uploaded, like people saying, "Oh, we saw the Jackdaw get sunk at the start of Freedom Cry. Adewale was captain." That was the Victoire. I think after I made the comment about that, everyone figured it out. Like, oh, that's not the Jackdaw. But you know, so what happened to the Jackdaw video is a good one. 10,540 money. Why can't you just say pounds? It's so much easier. It says pounds down in the corner. Fishy, I love your content. Bye, Fishy. Fun stream. Love. Heart, heart, heart. See you, Timo. I love your content. Thanks, Romet. I appreciate that. Take the money there. Morrigan upgrades. Heavy shot. Advanced heavy shot. Melgasol 5, the Phantom Bane, stream it, please, for fuck's sake. I would love to stream games that aren't Assassin's Creed as well, but I wonder how many people would actually show up to that. I'd say about 30 or 40, considering the how many people show up to Assassin's Creed streams. Considering this channel does have a high Assassin's Creed focus, I'd love to stream different games. It would give me some variety, you know. Is Freedom quite good? Well, that's debatable. Some people think it is. I'm personally not in agreement. I think it wasn't executed very well. It could have been a bit longer. Would you join the Assassins or Templars? Like, neither, because if I've learned anything about Assassin's Creed, it's that both factions are just as bad as each other. I made a video, Assassins versus Templars, was right, and someone commented, someone called something Assassin commented, "How dare you?" I was like, oh wow, you haven't played Rogue, clearly. You haven't even played Assassin's Creed 3, probably, because that opens your eyes the most, because you play as a Templar for the first 3 sequences thinking you're playing as an assassin, because there's no real way of telling. Like, you know, no real way of telling you're the bad guy, but turns out it's not. It turns out they're basically the same faction, but you know they're just squabbling for some reason. It doesn't make sense. I found it to be really cool how they did that. That's probably why they didn't tell us that we were playing as a Templar, because there was no way of telling, and they wanted to show us that there's no way of telling a difference unless it's announced sometimes. And with Haytham, considering he had hidden blades, that was probably the point of the deception. That tower is coming down on us, boys. Assassin's Creed Skyrim, I punched myself. I punched myself really hard. And hope that I wake up from the nightmare. From where are you? Well, where am I from? My house. I'll have to board first. Right, fair enough. I'm killing things. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, hit subscribe if you're new. Wonderful. Bang. There we go, we got all 5 crew dead. Fishy, can I get a cheers, lad? Oh, cheers, lad. Do you like babies? What? Bit random. I liked, bro. Love your vids. Cheers. Mizanur Ramen, is that, or Mizanur? Sorry, that forename is really tricky on me. I'm sorry, but I'll try better next time. If you let me know how to pronounce it, it's insane. What do you want from AC Rogue 2? Big Templar Bunge. Wait, what? Don't even have to think about this, to be honest. It's mindless is some of the combat in the older Assassin's Creed games. Right up until Black Flag and Rogue, it was pretty mindless. In Unity, it did take a little bit of thinking, but it was all the same tactic for every different weapon. And then there was Syndicate, which was mindless as well. Why did I do that so mindlessly? Hey lasers. There's always the hey lasers there's always the hey lasers guy in the chat. There's always that one guy who feels the need to say hey to lasers. No, that's a bad thing, just saying that. It's just that one guy, always. Not that one guy who said it this time. There's always one guy who has to say hey to lasers. It's brilliant. Anywho, what am I going to do from here? I have a baby. He watches all of your vids. Damn. Interesting. Human shield! Ah, what the fuck are you doing? I'm playing this game, the same game right now. There's always that one guy as well, somewhere, who's always playing the same game. Hello Fishy, hello Game Ninja. I'm Mario. Sick. I prefer floating ghost babies. Sounding good. Is AC Origins a Witcher 3 copycat? You know, I wouldn't say copycat. I'd say it's very influenced by the Witcher 3. But that's not a bad thing. Considering The Witcher 3 is hands down one of the best games that I've ever played, not surprised it's influenced Assassin's Creed and other franchises probably. I just don't want it to feel like the same. Like I want it to give off a similar feel in a lot of ways, but I don't want it to feel the same. You are so awesome, Fizhy. How big is Rogue's map? It's not small, but it's not too massive. There's this here. Then there's this. So then there's these little areas that are quite large. But it's not a lot of it's water, so it's like probably the same. It's probably the same issue with Black Flag really. A lot of it's water and a lot of the land is inaccessible, so the map's quite limited in fairness. Big up Origins, yes James Ardley, you're right. Jay Preet, hi, hello. Fishy, do you like Edward more than Shay? Yes, Goliath do. My baby has grown up so much anal hair, how weird, can you send help, Fishy? No, I'm alright. Fishy, do you like the Uncharted series? I don't play PlayStation, so I won't be able to tell you, but from what I've seen, it looks really good, so yeah, I probably would like it, but you know me, I'm a sick boy and I kill things. Sick. Yeah. We need to sack this fort, but can I really be bothered? That is a question that I do not have an answer for. Please live stream Skull and Bones when it comes out, or if you play beta. I have signed up for the beta of Skull and Bones. That is a thing I will not regret. Hopefully I get through to be able to touch that game up a little bit, and I'll have fun. How old are you, Fizz? 6,000,000,003 minutes. There we go. Fizhy, are you a Mac fanboy or what? Could Blue stream some AC2 next? I might do. It's not exactly the most fun game to stream, if I'm honest, but I could give it a try. Do a let's play for all the Assassin's Creed games in order. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I have done like I walked on the majority of them before, but nobody would have used to watch it then. 2 years ago when I did day. I don't think I'll do them anytime soon. No real point. I don't see it. The game's been out for ages. You've already seen what happened. So what would be the point? I shot first. My G, get shanked in the ace. There we go. You're next, my G. What's your gamer tag? Oh, I play PC, so I don't really have a gamer tag. Not one that I actively use. If you're talking about Xbox Live. And then again, there's the accepting randoms thing that I've decided against because sometimes I'll fire up a game just because I want to play it on my own, and then I'll get like 10 messages from people like, "What do you think about this in Assassin's Creed? What do you think about this in Assassin's Creed?" And honestly, I do enjoy a private life. No offense to anybody. It's just there's always got to be that line because I do try to respond to comments if I can. I used to accept randoms on things like Steam and Xbox, but then I was like, oh no. But probably recently I was like, oh no, probably best not actually, because so many people just ask me about Assassin's Creed stuff all the time. Well, I get that, that's part of what I do. But it's usually when I'm trying to play a game like The Witcher and I want to be fully immersed. I just get like a in the corner and it'll be from someone on Steam like, what do you think about this in Assassin's Creed? It's like I'm not thinking anything Assassin's Creed at the moment. Yeah. Your channel's going pretty fast, bro. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving the growth. How long have you been an AC fan? Since Assassin's Creed 1. I fell in love with Assassin's Creed 1. Is you Rogue or Black Flag? Black Flag. Black Flag is absolutely amazing as a game. It's the reason that Assassin's Creed has lasted so long since the Ezio games. Black Flag was the salvation for the time being. Then there was Unity, which was a bit of a hiccup again, and Syndicate, which again was a little hiccup, not a massive hiccup, just a little one. And then there's Origins, that looks like it could do amazing. You know what I think it'll be? I think what'll happen is we'll get like Assassin's Creed games in between each good one, and those will be the ones that aren't the best. And that'll be because the Black Flag team will be busy working on the next Assassin's Creed game after that, and that one will be pretty good. I reckon that's probably the way it's going to be. I hope not. I hope all the Assassin's Creed games from here on out are really good. There's like, I wouldn't mind a 2-year wait between each game, 3-year wait between each game, and then having an amazing game come out. I'd much rather that than have a half-assed one every other, you know? And I mean, I know Assassin's Creed won't ever really go now as a proper all-out franchise, so it's going to be... I get the feeling I'm going to be at this for a while, content-wise. Have you played Prince of Persia? Why do I keep falling down? Have I played Prince of Persia? I mean, I've played a couple Prince of Persia games. What do I think about Prince of Persia? It's alright. This way. Do you have a Discord channel? The community does. The link in the description actually doesn't work, so great. I'll just leave it there so people can ask if they want about the Discord. So if someone wants in, they can say, oh, the Discord link ain't working. I'll be like, alright, okay, I'll find a new link for you. Yeah. I have to go, Fishy. Thanks for streaming. I had a good time here. Bye. Alright, see you around, my G. I am on the tired side at the moment, I'll tell you what. Let's get to 200 likes, that would be great. I'll go for another 45 minutes, I reckon. Something like that, that'd be great. Arno or Shay? Probably Arno. I'm going to die from this weather. What is it really warm? Because it's quite warm and quite sweaty here. And I showered about 2 hours ago. I think I'll find myself in the shower again within the next 2 hours. So showering every 4 hours, great. Just trying to stay clean, trying to get rid of this sweat really, and stay cool. Because I love a good shower. It's nice. It's nice. It helps, you know. We got that 200 likes, my boys. You sick gaffers, you sound lads. Fishy, how old are you? I get asked that a lot as well. I always don't answer it. I don't know why. I just find a way to beat around the bush and not answer it. I guess that's just me using my right to anonymity online to a bit of an extreme. Even though I'm using my face, so it doesn't really matter. You can see my face. If something like Watch Dogs exists, then you'll probably be able to profile me. That's a joke, by the way. Don't actually try to find out my identity. Don't search for me online. Oh yeah, that's a thing as well. I get random friend requests from people a lot on Facebook. It's just funny. It's just random. But you know, that ship needs to be explored. I don't accept them, of course, because I don't know the people. You know. I was not hot on Tuesday because I'm to be doing. I'll be in a hall doing a GCSE. Oh yeah, so much body heat, it'll be annoying. Thing is though, you can take in a bottle of water into your exam as long as it doesn't have a label. You can take in a bottle of water, so do that. Usually they have bottles of water laid out, or at least they should if they're doing it properly. So even still. But I'd still take a bottle of water in. With no label, nothing, just a bottle of water. And thus it'll be fine. There we go. I've basically got everything that I need there. Where are you? In the game? About here. Like in the game? Yeah, I thought so, because that'd be a random way to say where do you live. 1, 2, 1, boom. I need to go to this undiscovered location. Who it is. Fizhy, you think that Origins is going to be good because and the best AC game since AC2? Hello lads and Ethan. Didn't know you were streaming. Didn't know I was streaming. I knew I was streaming. Funnily enough. Which Assassin's Creed game will you admit? What do you mean admit? It doesn't make sense. What's your favourite weapon in any AC games? My favourite weapon in any AC? I like the good old fashioned hidden blade. I subscribe. Cheers, Martin Gamer. I appreciate that. My dad's called Martin. He's probably watching actually. Okay, what if I expose my broadside to it? Cringy, no sense. Fizhy, why are black people black? Don't know, don't really care. I only discovered your channel today, but love it already, man. I appreciate that, Sean Toxic Toad. Penguins, you're my mandem of penguins. Why they leave me? There we go, doing a bit of climbing around. Guess who's back? Yes, it's me. Welcome back, Romet. Can you play as Unity now? What, now? No. Before I even attempt to stream Unity again, I should probably upgrade my processor. So I've got it planned out. I've got to upgrade a lot of my stuff, and I've got it planned out over the next couple of months. So there's going to be some changes to things, not the channel, but to quality probably. Where you'll see the changes. All I hope is that it all goes smoothly, and thus this dead guy who's frozen. What is a better naval system, Rogue or Rouge or Black Flag? It's the exact same naval system, give or take a few controls. But I'd probably say Black Flags. But the Morrigan is probably a superior ship considering it's more manoeuvrable, and being more manoeuvrable makes it, able to avoid stuff that the Jackdaw can't, while dealing out loads of damage from different angles. Which is why I've always seen the Morrigan as the best ship, maybe. Of course, the Jackdaw is the most legendary of the three, or the 3 or 4, or however many we've played. We've actually sailed about 7 ships in total in Assassin's Creed. There was the Aquila, there was the Jackdaw and Morrigan. Those were the first 3. There was the Victoire and the Experto Crede in Freedom Cry. Then there was Blackbeard's Queen Anne's Revenge, was it, in Black Flag, that you get to sail once. I think you get to sail. Do you sail Robert's ship as well, actually? Because if you do, that means there's 8. Because there's also Captain Kidd's ship in Rogue. So there's something like 7 or 8 ships. Oh, that's a polar bear. You're a polar bear. I don't see. Achilles is a little bitch. You're not cringy, I was just joking, you are working hard. I'm trying to, don't you worry none. I'm gonna freeze if I stay in this water for too long. Like, you'll see the outlines going. There they are, see? Come on, get to this thing. Sweet boy. You cold boy. HMS Miranda shipwreck. Connor or Evie? I prefer Evie. That's more interesting. Does have a bit of personality, I must admit. Bit of a workaholic, but you know. Doing quite good, we are. Just checking views, don't you worry guys, I'm back. Hey Fizhy, how you doing today? I'm doing alright. Sandy cruise. We're gonna go for another 30 minutes at least, I think. I wanna go explore this here. I know that that's a legendary ship and I'd rather put pins in my eyes, but oh, that desyncs you, right. Of course it does. Oh well. Third channel today, been watching all day. Cheers, Reese Griffiths. I think I had a teacher once called something Griffiths. Or at least I went to a school where there was a teacher called something Griffiths. Hidden plates will never leave us now. Clone CC, lol. Jacob isn't that serious, but why does that make him a bit... It makes him an annoyance on the grounds that he's not dedicated to the creed. So yeah, I think that's my main beef with Jacob Fry. I need to destroy the iceberg so I can get through. I'll tell you a Bayak. I don't know much about Bayak yet. You know, I would hope to be able to say Bayak, but I think at the moment I only know about Altair, so I'm gonna say Altair to give you an answer at the moment. But with Bayak, we don't know enough about him. We haven't experienced him fully to be able to say anything, really, if I'm honest. We hardly know about Bayak, no need to judge him just yet. Exactly. Although what, he is shaping up to be a pretty good character by the looks of it. Sorry, I'm just checking out messages there. We've still got 100 people here, and we have had that for about 90 minutes. We almost had 200 here at one point. That was really good. Well, whatever we've stumbled upon, they're not exactly going to be too happy that I'm going to kill them all. You're not Fizhy, keep up the good work. Which Assassin's Creed game would you recommend, Fishy? I mean, depends. Which ones have you played and which ones haven't? I mean, obviously, if you want to get up to date with the story, then I'd recommend playing through all of them. But of course, that is a lot of games at this point, as far as the main games are concerned. So the ones that will probably fill you in on the story that you need to know would be Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, and 4, and the rest you could probably skip. And then you'll be caught up. Because since Assassin's Creed 3, there's been a lot of stalling. So you could probably skip 4 out as well, but I wouldn't, because 4's a great game. But of course I would always recommend playing them all, but then again, I can understand that that might be a lot to do, considering that you'll want to get caught up for Origins, and Origins is only a few months away, and, you know, for fuck's sake. Assassin's Creed Hidden Plates. Do you have an Xbox One? Not here, no. Did you think Shay was actually a real Templar, or they went with them because their aims are the same? I think Shay was a Templar by the end of it. I think he believed in the Templar cause. I do believe that. I also find myself thinking that Shay wasn't 100% in with the Templars. He was his own entity for a lot of it. I do feel as if Shay was more of a character who had to align himself with the Templar as a lesser of two evils, and sort of help them, as a result, he found himself becoming a part of the Templars' own brotherhood. I'm going to say, in their own fold, he became a part of the Templars' fold. Because they are a bit of a fold, really. The point is, Shay had to join the Templars to get the assets that he needed to be able to carry out the task, which is to stop people from dying a death. Stop the assassins from fucking with things is probably the better way to put it. Assassin's Creed orgies. I reckon Assassin's Creed Origins will have a couple of those, but I'm not judging. Fishy on knuckle. Do what? Okay, well that didn't go too ideally, did it? So I suppose it is that, then it will be that, and then split out. Maybe we can get away with that. That won't work. Oh, Christ, what is this? This is the confusing one, isn't it? Well, I've always struggled with these sometimes. Well, sometimes I struggle with these. I don't usually struggle with them. Usually I'm fine. This is obviously not my time. Not my day. It's not my day, boys. It's not very interesting, I know, but I'll try everything. Maybe that. Ooh, we're onto something. Why am I so bad at this puzzle? This fucking shit puzzle. Ah! Watch a video, Fizhy. No, it's alright, I got it. "92.7 hours later. Top 5 Master Assassins. What do you think, Fizhy?" I don't know. Do the playable characters count? Because it would probably just be the Master Assassin playable characters. Tell you what, I'm getting a bit tired. I can't fast travel here apparently. What's going on? I think that was it. I need chicken, I'm sure. Did somebody suggest I eat more on a video from years ago? What? What do you mean? What do you mean you should eat more? What the fuck does that do for me? I think eating more is going to help me at all with whatever issue you think I have. Do you even have more than 5 Master Assassins in the entire story, other than the main ones? Yusuf Tazim, Niccolo Machiavelli, Mario Auditore, La Volpe, Pierre Balek, Atabai, Achilles Davenport. Yeah, we do. Adewale, he is somewhat playable, but somewhat not. I don't know if Liam O'Brien is a master. I think he is. I think Liam O'Brien is. Would you eat Marmite on ass or nah? Nah, I'm alright. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, hit subscribe if you're new. I love about the fully upgraded hull. You know what I love about the fully upgraded hull in Rogue is that this goes red, but it's a yellow now. I think they go red. It looks proper devilish and scary. Yeah, the temper. Out of 10, how strong is the ship? Well, not doing too great. It's 77 and 74. So it's about 7.5 really, isn't it? Storage is just, storage is there. Then harpooning it doesn't really account for the ship. Paris or London in Assassin's Creed? Oh, Paris was more interesting to me. I somewhat like Paris. I subbed. Cheers, Clone CC. What is the worst AC game you played? Liberation. Probably. Cool. That was our place. I'm not plugging stuff out, but I had a great Unity stream getting delivered 40 subs after a stag period. I'm so happy. Good stuff, G. Good stuff.
Ease off the wind. We bear house on sail. Captain's taking a cold bath.
What the fuck are you doing? Ship, don't break on. No, stop it. What's going on? What are you doing? You mad cat. Or was it trying to dock like that? It's got it. It's sorted now. It's alright. It's fine. I love ship glitches. They're so great. Would you like to see Bayak trilogy with a modern day story where you defeat Juno? Nah, because I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I just want to see the story progress. Would it be interesting to see the armor of Altair from it? He's still on Altair himself. He crafted the armor, but not the robes. It would look a bit different, but I suppose so. But by the time he made that armor, it was already an old twat. It probably didn't have any use of. Really didn't have any use of armor, you know. If you do a Star Wars: The Last Jedi speculation video, yeah, but that's not what my channel's about. There is in my recommended channels Cryo's Cabin, which is a Star Wars podcast, but by a few friends of mine. So if you wanna check that out, you can. Why do you love Ezio so much? Because he's a good character. That's why I like Ezio. Because he's a genuinely good character. So many layers, he's just good character development, things like that, you know. Bang! How was the armor of Brutus the best armor in Brotherhood? The armor of Brutus was... I tend to put a skin of something else over it. I tend to put the armor of Altair skin over the top of the armor of Brutus because the armor of Brutus looks bad. Because I don't like the look. Well, I won't argue with it won't break. I've got my bear totems. Here we go. Catching all your streams. Sick Aiden's art. That's good. That is sick and good. We've done everything here in Gulos Morn. Are you getting bored of the game after you finished it? I mean, I've just been streaming open world stuff for the past nearly 2 hours. But, I mean, there's obviously is the point where I do get bored, and then that's usually when I end the stream. So, you know, it'll be a while yet, because we've got people here. I think it needs polishing, it needs to be cleaner, AC Origins combat. I mean, it doesn't look too great aesthetically, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Like, the thing is with what people don't understand is that you can't make cinematic combat like and make it challenging. Like that's like saying, all right, everything has to be a really difficult quick time event, which is just not great. So it has to be proper. So in order to make it challenging, they've gone with the system that they have, which is obviously what it is, and people seem to not like that. I don't know if people like it because it looks harder, or if people like it for a more because it just looks a bit weird, you know. Probably a bit of both, but people need to understand that challenge is fun, whereas just the regular combat that doesn't have the challenge is just a bit, you know, on the tedious side. And PC specs are Intel G41 Express chipset, graphics card, and chip processor. Alright, fair enough, mate. Hi, you're my favourite AC YouTuber. Cheers, man. I appreciate this. Oh, is there going to be a cinematic trailer for Origins? No, from what I heard, Ashraf Ismail said that that the reason why they didn't show a cinematic trailer is because they managed to put together a nice trailer in-game, and they were really proud of it, and they want to show off the game stuff, as opposed to showing off a cinematic trailer. Hey, Ethan, can I become the 5th pillar? I mean, if you work hard, I'm sure you will wind up there eventually. If you try. But it's not that easy, unfortunately. Like, the pillars have been around for ages. Like, I've been around for years. James, George, Tyler, well, they've all been around for years. Nick from the Creed turned up recently. Stuff like that, you know. You'll never get rid of me. Oh, because you keep saying Stockton, motherfucker. get this viewpoint. Why not? Hey Fishy, do you like music? I don't know, depends. I like soundtracks of games and things like that. Not massive in music, if I'm honest. It's weird, I know, but that's how I am. I'm a bit strange. This is the game Charles Dorian dies. He does in 2 games, it's weird. How much is the gold edition? I don't know, £70 is the gold edition, the standard gold edition. All I know is there's a ridiculous edition, it's like £800, but there's only 100 of them. Or no, is it only 100 or is it only 1,000 of them? I think no, it's 999. I think. Like 999 of this edition. Then it'll tell you they'll give you a certificate to tell you which of the 999 it is. So yeah. That's the I think that's a legendary something edition. Please say hello, Nick. Hello, Nick. Please. You're welcome. The goal is £70. That was a guess based on what I thought I'd seen. So I'm doing good. £70, £80, something like that. I thought it was 70. It could have been £79.99 because they love doing that. They do. Are you doing a Unity stream next? No. I don't tend to stream Unity or Syndicate because my PC will just choke on those 2 games if I tried to stream them at the same time. They're playing fine on their own, but they wouldn't handle it on a stream. So, you know, I can't do that. Oh god, tell you what, I'm tired. I need some sleep, but it's only like... It's on like 8:30. How's it only like 8:30? I need to go to wherever this is. Let's say Dragling. So what? I see you, my G. You're gonna die. I'm afraid they made Rogue backwards compatible but not Black Flag for Xbox One. Why would they make Black Flag backwards compatible when the game's got a next generation port? Like the game, you can buy it, well sorry, current generation. Like you can buy it for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 as a game for the Xbox One or PlayStation 4. Why would they make it the original, the shit looking one, like for the 360, backwards compatible? Or the 360 or PS3, why would they do that? They wouldn't do that. Because that's just stupid, they've ported it over. They ported it over on the release of the consoles. It was a game that came out on the current gen with the current gen consoles. So you know, I don't think you really should. It's a silly comment. I hate Ubisoft superfans because they're so picky when it comes to games. You know, when it comes to Ubisoft superfans, I have the exact opposite view. They're not picky enough. I did anti-Costi. Sick and good. You can now leave and never return. I forgot to. I've got 230 likes. The stream is going great. The stream's going okay. We settled down a lot now. We had almost 200 people here a while back, which was insane. But of course, there was no way I was going to keep that up. But we've done such a good job at keeping the stream going. It's good. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, and if you're new, hit subscribe. That will also be appreciated, regardless of the time. Oh, I know where I'm at. Fizhy, you will get more people soon. Oh yeah, with the Origins hype, you know, I'm hoping to stream Origins around release. I'm hoping to get a good couple hundred people watching. That'll be great. But then again, I think George is going to do the same thing. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a... It's going to be great. The worst AC game I played is King Washington. The Tyranny of King Washington, that's a DLC, not even worthy of the title of the game itself. Just in a DLC for Assassin's Creed 3, that's the game. But the Tyranny DLCs, all three of them, they were all pretty bad. They made no sense. There was no point to show us that. This alternate reality that by the point in which they came into contact with the apple was impossible. So what was the point? The simulation told us nothing. Port Minier. Where am I going to? Oh, I know. The Origins gameplay from IGN sucks ass. They don't even know how to play. That's quite funny, that is. I can't wait for Origins to come out. It's going to be good. But of course I can wait a couple months so I can get my my payment for this month, which will fund the upgrades for the PC. Yeah, and then it'll be a beauty. God, I can't wait. You're awesome and funny, Fishy. Cheers, man. I don't know, see, it's a Telltale game. Oh, can you imagine the choices? Kill the Templar, don't kill the Templar. Next scene, kill the Templar. Swipe your feather across the Templar's neck. That'd be so funny. Dialogue options. Nothing is true. Give me my target now, bitch. Be great. Be terrible, but great. Hi Fishy, I love your vids. I like your vids, man. I appreciate that. The Salamander X3. Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Wrath of 9-year-old Chinese girls. How's the game? Brotherhood is better. Is it? I don't think Brotherhood is better than AC2, if I'm honest with you. I think Brotherhood's probably up there. It's an amazing game, yeah. But better than AC2? Not entirely sure.
Loose all and trim sharp to the wind. Floating cargo for the team. Dose all but mates. Trim us off the wind.
Hi Fishy. Hello Jaroslav Veta. Imagine a game where Arno and Connor work together and find Shay. I think that by the time that Arno and Connor would ever meet, which is unlikely, I reckon Shay would be goners, you know. I reckon he'd be dead. So it'd be like, oh, let's exhume his grave and get revenge for your father's murder. Yes. What do we do? I don't even think Connor ever found out about Shay. Like, I don't think Achilles ever spoke of Shay or anything like that. You're on fire, G. I just killed the fox. So, just a visual representation of what I did to long-eared fox about this time last week, if even. I have nothing against George, I promise. Trying to find a way up now. Got it. Fox. Oh, it's Model Rocks. Fishy, do you think Minecraft is a stupid game? I have no opinion on Minecraft. I don't think, you know, I think it's a game that's been ruined by being added to too much. But I don't have any opinions on it in its current state, because I don't care. When you ever stream Assassin's Creed 1, maybe. I'm sure I will at some point. I have streamed it in the past, but you know. Fizhy, go on YouTube and type in telekinesis practice in. It's fucking terrible. What? Sounds a bit on the tad random side. Stream AC Syndicate. Again, I'll have to upgrade my PC at some point, then I'll be able to stream higher end games on my PC as well. So I need to up the processor, and that'll be done probably by August, I think. That's when I'm intending to do this. Upgrade business. I'm trying to find a way up to get to the I think I found it. I think I found a way up. Yes. AC Rogue and 3 are failures of the AC universe. Sort of, I guess. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends. If you're new, hit subscribe. That'd be wonderful. Let's find out what's going on. This happened to be down here. Do this first and then we'll go to the pillar. True, but I don't like AD3. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it, if I'm honest with you. Well, Connor was an assassin and Shay had valid points. You did? Horsey and Fox and subscribe to Model Rocks. Let's just hope Origins is the best AC game. Yeah, I'm praying. I am praying. Tired as fuck. So fucking tired. Oh no, I've got the totems. Right, okay, we need to go to get the native armor. Let's go get ourselves some native armor. And that'll be a good place to finish off the stream, I reckon. So if we could shoot for 250 likes, sorry, not 50. That's. Do you live by yourself? No. If we could shoot for 250 likes, that would be wonderful. We're like 4 away, so if you could leave a like, that would be wonderful. I say wonderful all the time. I need a shave, but I don't care. I like it. I shaved the neck, cleaned it up, made it look nice. Who was at tomorrow's Horsey and Fox stream? Who was at tomorrow's Horsey and Fox stream? Good. Fizhy, are you uploading tomorrow? Yeah, I do. Daily uploads, remember? I do try to stick to that, so people can get loads of nice daily little upload content stuff. Boys, sick. My G. There we go. We smashed that. We did. We've got over 250 likes now. I think people just give 3 a hard time. Well, yes, I get that people do. It does get a hard time for the game, but I mean, if the game was actually any good in their opinion, then they wouldn't be giving it the hard time. People, there's always a reason why people don't like games. And if someone doesn't like a game, of course they're going to bash it. There's no way you can suppress people's opinions. That's just how it is, you know. That if they like the game, they like it. If they don't, they don't. There's nothing there is nothing that can be done. You know. I was the 256th like. Grand. Benny, I've learned tomorrow. I'm glad you asked, Ben. Yes, I shall be. Sick and wonderful. Have you ever played AC Identity? No. I answered this earlier on from someone, and no. That's just no. Let's check how well the stream's doing, shall we? Well, let me just check something real quick. It's a manage thing. Look, it's just started raining randomly. What's that about? How did that happen, I wonder? I am a bit on the confuse. I find myself being a bit confused by that. How that happened, I will never know. Let's check how many subscribers we're on, shall we? See, I'm stalling the end of the stream so we can get some pure likes in. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share it with your friends, hit subscribe if you're new. That would all be really good. It's really sticking good. I have a friend in college, his name is Shay. What, as in like, that's cool. But anyway, guys, do you have a girlfriend? No, I'm single. That does. Is Cryo's cabin happening? Oh fuck! Oh god, that's a lot of thinking to do. It's a lot of thoughts to do for one evening. Oh, I'm tired as shit. I don't know if you can get James to set it up and host it, then sure. But I mean, I'll see how I'm feeling when it comes to doing it. But I mean, I'm not gonna be too fussed. Hello, mother. Right. Well, okay. That's my mother. But I've got to go anyway, so thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoy. Be sure to go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, and I will see you all in the next one with another stream. So yeah, so long.